A bunch of health and wellness kooks walk onto a ship one day, the joke writes itself. Dr. Odyssey Season 1 Episode 4, Wellness Week, leans into the series' comedy aspect. This narrative decision works sometimes. For example, the feuding wellness women, played brilliantly by Margaret Cho and Kate Ballant, deliver funny moments that showcase the show's humor. The passive aggression of these two woo-woo sisters heightens the absurdity of the entire week. No one here has a genuine concern or desire to help. They all want the fame and ego boosts. Because of their portrayal, it seems like Dr. Odyssey takes a clear stand on holistic medicine. The show isn't a fan of it. These minor, temporary characters consistently come off ridiculously and as frauds. However, these frauds are the best part of Wellness Week. You can't cast comedy legend Amy Sedaris as a wellness influencer and not expect a good time. The biggest problem with this episode is that Sedaris isn't used enough. Viewers could have been treated to more funny moments with her. She seems to have more time pretending to be passed out than showcasing her flair for creating memorable over-the-top characters. Wellness Week takes a turn, as do most Dr. Odyssey episodes, where everyone becomes sick with strange illnesses. This time even Avery becomes a victim. Honestly, why people continue to board this cruise ship of debauchery remains a mystery. It can't only be for the cute crew. Speaking of the crew, most of this episode acts as a way to introduce the newest member, a gorgeous chef who will become Tristan's new love interest. However, fans of this endless love triangle between Max, Tristan, and Avery, don't worry, it doesn't seem over just yet. Avery denies jealousy, but that's not how it seems. Dr. Odyssey wants us to care so much about whether Avery ends up with Max or Tristan, or whether Tristan ends up with Viv. Unfortunately, the show has yet to convince us to care about these romances. Besides being aesthetically pleasing together, Vivi and Tristan give us nothing to root for with them. The series once again tells us they have this undeniable chemistry but don't exactly deliver it. Sean Teal and Laura Harrier have fine on-screen chemistry but nothing to make viewers blush or obsess over. However, we're meant to swoon after he gives his speech about her to Avery. We don't. Dr. Odyssey is still in its infancy phase, so we must excuse some issues. The lackluster romances aren't one of them, especially if the show puts a lot of stock in their potential and future. Also, we know how swoon-inducing Joshua Jackson, Teal, and Philippa Sue can be when used at full capacity. This seems to be a writing issue, not a talent one. Wellness Week is one of the better episodes thus far. It's fun, silly in the right ways, continues to have great guest stars, and builds on this world. Dr. Odyssey is still working through some issues, but if it continues to lean more into comedy, it could become an enjoyable weekly watch for the ridiculousness. What did you think of this episode of Dr. Odyssey? Share your thoughts in the comments below.